I started it. I'm always, dude, every time you do the countdown, you're like 3, 2, 1.
I was waiting for you to do something. I really
I'm
was.
just like, motherfucker, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I hit it as soon as you said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10.
8.
What?
10.
Yeah. I thought we were on 10.
I'm pretty fucking sure we're on
Welcome to
8.
episode 8.
Episode whatever the fuck.
It's been a long fucking week. I'm not gonna lie. I've been exhausted.
You ain't kidding, bro. You ain't kidding. What's going on, y'all? I'm
What's
Brones. This is
happening?
Doug. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. There's always a lot to talk about in the ever-evolving world that is Marvel and DC and anime and comics. Just yeah. Always
So
something.
much to talk about, bro.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah.
So, in this episode, we're going to be talking a lot about what's to come at D23 Expo. We're going to be talking a little bit about She-Hulk. We're going to be talking about some of the news that's going on over at DC, even though it's not nearly as much information as Marvel that's coming out of DC.
Well, because DC kind of gave a big update, like, you know, what was it, the last episode that we had? It was all DC because they basically just pulled the plug on every
They
project
basically
they
just
had.
said, all right, guys, we're gone.
Yeah,
See
we're
ya.
good.
We're done.
But then, according to some of the articles we'll get into today, they still have a 10-year plan.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
Apparently so. So
We're going to start off with some Marvel this time, since all we talked about last week was DC.
and there's a lot of Marvel to talk about, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we're
We're
going based off of Marvel updates.
Yeah, we got
and
a
we're
lot
on
of
August
information. Not necessarily articles or anything, but a lot of information that's been, you know, publicly announced. It's, you know, happening. This isn't rumors or, you know, hearsay. So, yeah.
Wait, hold on. There's some other stuff. There's some stuff that we could scroll down a little bit down to August 17th. I think we could start with that. Or, yeah, August 17th with Rosario Dawson.
Yep, I'm good with it.
Because, yeah, I mean, the other stuff is like small little stuff. A lot of it has to do with She-Hulk. And I mean, some of these things, they're just going to be quick and easy.
Yep.
Others we're going to dive a little bit more into. So
these two kind of go together, to be honest.
Oh yeah, these first two, yes they do.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get a. Sorry, my fucking scroll doesn't like me.
I got you.
I have to manually click the arrows on this tiny window.
Yep. So as you all know, Daredevil. Wow, Daredevil. Daredevil. Is getting a reboot. I think it's not necessarily a continuation of the existing universe and episodes that are going on, but a reboot with the same characters or the same people reprising the roles. We've got.
I'm good. I'm dying. So with that, I think they'll have bits and pieces from the original, all the original series, because I mean, we've got Kristen Ritter, we've got what's his face.
I use the term
Luke
reboot
Cage,
lightly.
Michael Coulter,
or
I think that's his name, John Bernthal.
Yeah,
it's a light reboot.
Yeah, I use it lightly because we have the same characters. They're not recasting anybody, from what I can understand, what I can tell. But they're not gonna base this series purely on the first series. So
right, well they're going with a pretty big comic book story in this new reboot, the Born Again series, where we see Daredevil with the classic yellow and red suit. And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't read that series in forever, but if I'm not mistaken, in the series, Matt loses all of his faith. He becomes a little bit more violent than he already is. You know, he starts questioning a lot of shit.
Yeah,
And
he
then,
basically questions why he's doing what he's doing, because originally,
yeah,
you know, his faith was what kept him going. And then
right.
this Born Again series is, he's lost that faith for one reason or another, and he's like, all right, screw
Hmm.
it. Let's just be the
Which,
vigilante that everyone wants me to be, you know?
which I think that's also like a pretty genius fucking title. You know,
Yeah.
not just for the comic book series of the Born Again, but naming it Born Again after having no updates whatsoever
Mm-hmm.
about what's going to happen with the original show.
Yep.
It's
I think
kind of
it's
like
an
a fan
interesting,
service.
yeah, it's an interesting pull, or play rather, because not only did they kind of killed the series, kind of, sort of, not really,
Hmm.
but we've had no word of a continuation. So then we have this
Right.
Born Again series. It's like, oh, okay, all right, bet.
Hell yeah.
But
So
yeah,
my question is, real quick, my question is at D23,
mhm.
what are we thinking with Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and the Punisher? I mean, obviously we're getting Michael Coulter, Kristen Ritter, and John Bernthal, as well
Mhm.
as Rosario Dawson.
Yeah,
We're obviously getting all of these characters back. They're
right,
they're coming back as if they've never left. You
right.
know,
Yeah,
like as if they were never canceled.
it's been announced that they will be reprising their roles in the Daredevil Born Again series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is, are we gonna get a TV show for each individual character again, as if they've never been canceled like Daredevil is, or are they just gonna be in like a cameo capacity, a season capacity? You know,
Um,
because they were great characters. The shows were phenomenal. You know,
yeah.
Kristen Ritter, Michael Coulter, and John Bernthal
Oh
nailed
yeah.
their character roles.
Yeah.
You know, and the TV shows, the series were phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if we're only getting them in the first season of Daredevil and they're not going to be getting their own show, that's kind of a waste, in my opinion, at least on those characters.
Um, I don't know. I guess we'll see how things get played out, because I think this is Marvel trying to bring those characters to the big screen as well.
Yeah.
Obviously we saw Murdoch in, kind of, sort of, not spoiler, in Spider-Man.
Hmm.
So we saw him there. Obviously he's part of that same continuity universe,
Right.
which says 100% that these three characters, you know, Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, are part of that same universe.
Right.
Um,
100%.
this may be how they pull them into the big screen, because
Hmm.
we haven't seen any of the three on the big screen yet. We've just seen them in a TV series.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And
this may be their way of pulling that together. I don't know.
yeah,
I
because
don't
I mean, they
necessarily
did
think.
say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't necessarily think we need another TV series for the three, or like three separates, you know, not necessarily together by any means.
I agree, but I disagree.
I
But go
didn't
ahead.
watch Luke Cage or Jessica Jones. I watched like the first few episodes of Jessica Jones. Loved Punisher. I mean, he's one of my, you know, he's one of my S tier characters.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's a tough call. I would love to see them in their own separates, but then again, it's hard to do when you've already had such a long series of shows prior. So
I mean, you're right.
there's multiple stories they could bring in. I mean, those characters have long been in the comics, so
Right.
they could do anything. There's plenty of characters to throw at them, you know, for them to fight or do whatever too. So I don't think it's out of the question.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
But I mean, think about it too. Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, as well as the Punisher, not nearly as much as the Punisher, or the Punisher not nearly as much as the other two. Luke Cage and Jessica Jones are pivotal characters in Civil War,
Yes.
which we didn't see them in the Civil War film.
Right.
By the way, I do want to talk a little bit about the Civil War movie because I love that movie, but it's my
Not
least
compared
favorite
to the
adaptation.
comics.
No.
It is not to jump ship, but again,
We're coming back to these topics. I just have to let this out.
same, because I was so pro for Civil War, right?
I was so excited.
Because I knew, and I have read the entire, and when I say entire, ladies and gentlemen, there is a massive.
There's like 185 comic books that tie this entire event together across multiple fucking comic book series.
Didn't it start? It started in 98?
It started
99?
I don't think it was in the 90s. I think it was the early 2000s. It might have been 98. I know that it started with Amazing Spider-Man.
Correct. It did start with Amazing Spider-Man. But so you have this whole just massive storyline that's been going on for decades. And that's the movie we got.
Bro, it was
you Bucky killed my parents. I'm mad at you now.
Yeah.
What? Literally had nothing to fucking do with it.
It was a great movie, don't get me wrong. However,
it was Civil War.
It should have been Captain America versus Iron Man because it was fucking nothing.
No.
Not even remotely fucking close to the comic books.
Well, and what's
and
funny
that
is
shit was heartbreaking.
In the comics, and it's hard to see, but you kind of have to put your brain in a parallel line, right, with these stories, because while Amazing Spider-Man is going on, the event that caused the whole superhero registration is going on in a different series, right?
With the Warriors,
right? And
the new Warriors,
new Warriors. So it's such a cool story to follow because you're reading this one and you finish it, right? And then you're like, okay, to be continued in XYZ, whatever it was. So you go read that one and it's like, oh, this was happening while Tony was trying to get Peter Parker to reveal himself. And it's like,
right.
Yeah. So I don't know. They should
if I'm
not
not
have been Civil War.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Age of Ultron have nothing to do with the events of Civil War in the comic books?
No,
because I know it was the New Warriors that caused the Registration Act when Nitro blew up an entire fucking city.
He blew up a neighborhood that included a school and homes and whatnot because they were
killed
fighting
like 600 people.
Yeah, they were fighting some random villains or something, and he was like, the New Warriors were fighting. And one of the villains, Nitro, was like, I'll just take care of it.
Yeah, basically, while they were filming a live TV show, too. That you can't forget that. They were filming a live TV show. The one kid got overzealous, and Nitro was like, no, fuck this shit.
Nitro's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He literally exploded not just himself, not just the New Warriors, all the villains that were there as well, and then killed like 600 people. All right. Superhero Registration Act.
And then Wolverine hunted Nitro down for like 15 issues.
Yep.
Which was such an awesome story.
And then the fact that, you know, as people were getting caught, they were getting sent to the negative zone. I fucking love that. Which we've yet to see that. Maybe we will with Quantumania because it kind of delves into, you know, we've seen multiverses, we've seen different dimensions and stuff like that.
Right.
I digress.
Oh, you also can't forget the fact that Spider-Man switches sides and teams up with Captain America towards the end because he realizes that the Registration Act is fucking horrendous.
And then gets the ever-living shit beat out of him.
Yep, and the Punisher saves him.
Yep, Punisher saves him. Dude, that, you know, it's this is why I'm so involved with comics and these storylines, and when they don't match up, that's what blows my mind. Like, because you have to go into these movies, you want to claim to be this huge conglomerate. Oh, we read the comics, we know the storylines, but you fuck it up so bad.
Yeah,
because I can read a comic and feel more for a character than I am for some of these movies.
Right.
The scene or the page where Daredevil, Punisher has Peter in his arms, right, in the sewer, and he like sets him down in front of Cap, and he's like, "You caused this."
Yeah.
Just fucking like, just gut wrenching. I mean, it was just, yeah.
It's there were so many missed opportunities. I feel like Civil War should have been at least 3 or 4 movies if they really wanted to do it right. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, the movie was fantastic in the way that they did it. However, it should not have been called Civil War. Again, it should have been called Captain America versus Iron Man.
You could have called it Red versus Blue. I mean,
yeah,
you could have had multiple things.
It should not have been Civil War. They did Civil War fucking dirty, bro. I mean, because that's one of the greatest storylines in the comic books.
Yeah.
Aside from Secret Invasion and fucking
Secret Wars,
Infinity War, and Secret Wars,
which, you know, which obviously we'll see, and that's why I'm worried. Just gonna say.
But like, here's the thing though, with all these new characters being introduced, I feel like they might actually do Secret Invasion and Secret Wars semi-right. I would say, and this is a made-up word, righter than Civil War.
More accurate, more correct.
No, fuck that. That's just boring.
All right.
I'm gonna say that they might do it righter than Civil War.
The complete event. See, this says 06 to 07. I feel like it was older than that. It was, because the Amazing Spider-Man Civil War, Road to Civil War. It wasn't Civil War.
I can tell you right now.
It was 1999.
Remember, I know.
I'm looking at Marvel Unlimited right now.
Dude, get it. It's $70 for an entire year, and it's got fucking everything on it.
And it is 97. Yeah.
Why can I not find the? Oh, I'm
97 words that I can't think of.
Oh yeah. That issue came out in '99.
Yeah.
But
see, there's the way the stories play out, they all fit in differently. So
yeah, the Civil War event started in 2006, which is the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man from 1999. It's fucking confusing, guys.
It is, because again, if you read the top, it says Road to Civil War.
Yeah.
Right. Civil War came out. The first issue of Civil War was 2006.
Yes.
I think you just said that.
So so they've been building it up for fucking years.
Almost 10 years.
Well, yeah, before it even came out. So, I mean, anyway, I digress. I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to put that energy into the world that the Civil War movie was fantastic, but it fucking sucked if you're gonna call it Civil War.
Good vibes for Secret Invasion. Good vibes for Secret Invasion. I'm
so back to Jessica Jones, Punisher, and Luke Cage. I want to see new seasons because I loved those shows, man. John Bernthal fucking killed it in season 2 of Daredevil, and then they gave him his own show. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, they are lesser known characters to a lot of people nowadays, you know. So getting a TV show, I was surprised when I saw a TV show about both of those characters, because in the comic books they're together, you know. And
Power Man and Jessica Jones.
Yep. And throughout a lot of the first season of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage is kebabbing that poor little girl. Fucking, she is so skinny and so nimble, and Luke Cage is just,
I mean, he's called Power Man for a reason.
He's got power.
You know, by no means do I not want to see another series, but I think need to make room for new characters. I don't want to keep, again, this is the whole Batman Superman argument.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the same characters over and over in new iterations or reiterations.
However, at the same time, they are going to be new characters, because this would be the first time they were introduced into the MCU. Because they said that the TV shows were canon, but they were very loosely canon.
Right.
And then Marvel retracted that statement, saying that they are no longer canon. So essentially, this would be the first time that we get these characters thrown into the MCU, which would set them up for future events, because what they want to do with these TV show characters is they want to bring them into the films.
Right.
It's
That I
not
have
like
no
they
problem
just want to
with.
keep them in the shows.
Yeah.
The only thing I noticed, Finn Jones is the only one that is not coming back.
For good
And
reason.
there's a reason. Iron Fist fucking sucked.
I'm not even gonna delve into that because plain and simple, that series was terrible.
It was fucking garbage.
Fucking
so glad that he's not
existed.
coming back.
You can recast that person all you want.
Yes, 100%. All right, let's move on up.
Yep.
So we got a little bit about Ant-Man and the Wasp, a little bit of more information. Now, to be fair, I don't know how accurate most of this stuff is because it's not the official Marvel page.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far it seems pretty fucking
good.
accurate.
Yeah.
It's been extremely accurate.
Which
so
we'll know more when D3 hits, which isn't until September.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, like the 8th or something, I think is when it starts.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania movie trailer will be released in October. I would say that's a pretty accurate statement considering that movie trailers tend to come out like a month or two, maybe 3 or 4 months before the premiere of the film. So, I mean, we don't really got to dive into that.
Yep.
First episode of She-Hulk is streaming on Disney Plus.
Yep.
And I mean, we're going to dive a little bit into talking about She-Hulk as well. I mean, unless you want to do that right now.
Might as well. I mean, yeah, let's just do it now.
Okay. I mean, what are your thoughts on the show so far? I'm kind of digging it.
I'm kind of in the middle of the road right now. Like, I ran to the middle, excited, you know, and I'm still standing in the middle, waiting to either get hit by a Mack truck of awesomeness or to walk back across, because
fair enough.
I feel as though we have taken one of the strongest characters in comic book history and turned him into a pussy.
Yeah.
You know, the smart...
Hold on real quick. This is in line with She-Hulk. Marvel, I got to talk to you, sir. Or ma'am.
Or peoples.
Whichever you are.
Peoples of the verse.
Marvel Studios, I'm going to need y'all to calm down. I'm going to need y'all to calm down and stop giving me weird feelings down under when you introduce for green slender women, man. I don't know what the fuck it is, dude, but
Bro,
Gamora, I would pound the green out of her. But She-Hulk, I would let her toss me around like a fucking rag doll, bro. I would let her do horrible things to me, man.
She's a very, very promiscuous woman.
Here's the thing too, bro. Look at her, dude. She's so hot. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Everything
She's
got bigger
so
when she
hot.
turned to Hulk.
I mean, Tatiana, the girl that plays Jennifer Walters, she's hot too, but when she turns into She-Hulk, it's like, doing? Fucking holy crap, dude. Smoking hot. So anyway, I had to relay that information. Keep it up, Marvel.
So besides that, I don't know, like, they've turned Hulk into this just big fucking huggable bear.
They did, bro.
Because he's smart Hulk now, so he can control it and this and that and the other, which I understand, you know, to give you Bruce Banner and Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, that's not why I watched for Hulk, right?
Right.
But it's not Hulk's show.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I want to get further into the series before I make a, you know, decision. I didn't get to watch the second episode.
Yeah, I know you didn't watch the second episode. I gave you a quick rundown of it. So I gave you a quick rundown of it. He's not in this episode.
Yeah.
All that much. I think he's in it for like a total of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So you don't get a lot of Hulk in this episode. I do want to talk a little bit about how he's a fucking dude. They did the Hulk dirty. Like,
I don't
so
get it.
the Hulk, as everybody knows, you know, there is smart Hulk in the comic books,
Mhm.
but he's still a fucking rage machine. He'll
Right.
still fuck you up, dude. He still goes into Hulk smash mode.
Right.
You know, now he's just like, oh my god, I'm
Yoga.
just
Yoga
yeah,
and
let's do
balance.
some yoga and you know, let's drink some chai lattes and talk about our feeling. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
And again, this comes with the whole, I don't know why they're throwing so much comedy into these
Hmm.
movies, into these shows. I'm not watching it for comedy. If I want to watch that, I'll
Yeah,
watch Adam Sandler. Like, I'll go laugh at that.
exactly. If I
This,
want to watch comedy, I'll watch Parks and fucking Rec, dude. I'll watch fucking
I don't
a
need
Will
these.
Ferrell film.
I don't need these Marvel characters to be funny.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
now
mind
don't
that.
get me
I
wrong.
don't mind the like occasional joke every once in a while, but like
Well,
when
yeah.
they're fighting, this kind of spoilerish, not really. When She-Hulk and Hulk are fighting in Mexico, and they land and they're like, "Oh, not the bar!" Like, why? I don't give a shit. Just
Yeah.
let them duke it out. You know?
Yeah. Like,
I don't
let
know.
them fucking fight. It is, I love don't get me wrong, I love the show. I think it's a good show so far. I mean, we're only 2 episodes
Yeah.
in. What I'm really upset about, and I actually talked to my boss about this because my boss is a fucking saint and lets me talk
Vince.
about superheroes
Yeah.
and the shows. I mean, he watches a couple of them. Like, he's watched The Punisher and
Yeah.
Daredevil and all that. He's seen a few of the movies. And, so the one gripe that I have with this is like, it seems like the characters that we really want to see, or the characters that we know a lot about, are kind of getting the shit end of the stick. So
Yeah.
for instance, Thor Love and Thunder, that was the shortest Thor film made.
Yeah.
At
Wasn't it
like
an hour and 10 minutes, something? Hour and
nah, it was like an hour and 25 minutes or
okay.
something. It was a short movie. And then you've got Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, where each episode was at least 45 minutes long, which is awesome. But now we've got She-Hulk, where each episode is literally written like it's a fucking sitcom comedy,
Yeah.
where it's a 22-minute episode. First off, that is not enough information for me to retain. I was able to give you a quick rundown of episode 2 so we could talk a little bit about it on this episode.
Yeah.
In less than 2 minutes.
Right. Well, and
Loses her job, hired to be Emil Blonsky's attorney.
mm-hmm.
Doesn't know if she wants to do it. Talks to Bruce about it. Finds out that Emil fucking found himself, quote unquote, found himself. And is now going to represent
if you
him.
don't know, Emil is Abomination.
Yes,
And
Abomination.
that man just wants to destroy. There's no finding himself. I swear to God.
Yeah.
If I don't see Abomination destroying some shit in this series, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'll be pretty pissed off. Now, there were 2 really cool Easter eggs this episode. Well, one was an Easter egg. One was a cool little call out to...
I saw.
So
it's on this list, so we can get to that. Or here, I'll find it real quick.
Yeah, that's the... We get another little hint that mutants exist in this episode.
So they've finally... there have been multiple movies after Eternals, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one, it has completely been glazed over the fact that there is a celestial sticking out of the ocean. He's just chilling. Right? It's been completely glazed over. No one said a word. No one's like, hey, what's that? You know? So in this episode of She-Hulk, there's been 2 things referenced. It looks like it's a news article or something on a phone, tablet, something. It says, why is there a giant statue of a man sticking out of the ocean? So this is the first time they've finally announced that, you know, that did exist. It did happen in this timeline. And then there's also, which I wish we could see him. I wish it would happen. Man fights with metal claws in bar brawl. So Wolverine exists in this timeline.
That's
in
the first hint. Yep, that is the first. realization that Wolverine exists in the MCU.
So is this a tease? Is this just a random news article that was happened, because if they're doing what we think they're doing, and with Secret Invasion and Marvel and mutants and I don't know, maybe. I don't think we're gonna see the man, the myth, the legend, but I think it'd
At
be
least
cool to
not
see him.
yet.
Nah, I don't know. I don't
So
think
there
we'll see Hugh
was
come back as him.
no. There was a really cool call out though, and I don't know how many people caught this in this episode. I actually didn't catch it the first time. I did watch the episode again just to try to get some more information. And then I caught this line. So they made a cute little quick call out to Edward Norton being the original Hulk.
I heard about this, but again, I haven't watched it. I just knew that they like very quickly touched on the fact that Norton existed.
So basically, so after the whole first interview with Emil Blonsky and Jennifer, they're talking, you find out that Emil Blonsky, again, this is another really fucking stupid comedy thing they did, where Emil Blonsky starts talking about how he started finding himself, realizing the pain that he's caused and how he's a completely changed man.
Right.
And the way that he was making amends with people, including the Hulk, was by writing heartfelt haikus to them. And
for fuck's sake.
In the phone call with Bruce, Smart Hulk, in the phone call with Smart Hulk, he's talking about how he makes a quick little callback to Edward Norton, saying that the things that happened with Abomination and Emil Blonsky happened so long ago. And then Mark Ruffalo says, "I'm a completely different person now." Literally.
Wow.
And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
That
they gave Edward Norton a dope little call out there.
Right.
I thought that was really fucking cool because that movie was fire. I loved that movie.
So that's the Hulk I want to see.
Yeah,
Plain
exactly.
And simple, I want to see they actually refer to that version as Savage Hulk. 100% love it. Would 100% love to see more of that in theaters.
Yeah. I'm tired of seeing I'm a pussy.
Hulk hates me. I hate Hulk. Like, no, I know.
Yeah.
I get in the comics that's a struggle. Like it is two separate entities, right? That's the whole reason Banner came up with Smart Hulk and was able to combine, like he says, the brains with the brawn, right?
But you're not showing the fucking brawn.
Yeah, we're seeing too much of the brains taking over the brawn is what's going on.
We're seeing all of the brains and none of the brawn. That's the fucking problem. It's not the problem that he's the brains. It's the problem that there's no more brawn.
Yeah, and I think that's why I like She-Hulk. She is better than Bruce because she's able to control it faster. And She-Hulk and Tatiana are one. It's not. Yes. It's not one or the other. They're not butting heads. They're not fighting each other, and that's why she is so strong. That's why she is such a fierce superhero.
Right, and I mean we see it in the first episode when Bruce was like gave her the big ass binder.
Calm down, and then she's like, "What do you mean calm down?" And so you're in control.
What do you mean calm down? Yeah. And then she can change back and forth without even fucking thinking about it. And he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to update this binder. Like
he pulls like a bunch of it out. Yeah.
Cool. So I guess this is useless. Like
again, I liked the first episode.
It was good.
I don't need Hulk. He can go do his own thing. Give me Hulk Wars, give me Hulk Planet, something. Bring Savage Hulk back, I'll be okay. I want to see She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I want to see her grow. I want to see her continue. And I don't. I need Marvel. I need more than 20 minutes.
More than 20 minutes, Marvel, please. way more than 20 fucking minutes. That's not long enough for me to fucking enjoy a TV show.
It's
Give
not
me
enough.
45.
It's not enough for Brones to watch a beautiful green woman. Okay.
It's not, man.
All
You
right.
know, there's only so much lotion.
All right, moving on. Another announcement they made is that in Black Panther, Riri Williams will share the same screen time as America Chavez in Multiverse of Madness.
Bro, I didn't even know that America Chavez was... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. She's not going to be in this
No.
movie. She's going to have the same screen time as America Chavez did in...
Right. In the movie. Yeah. She's...
Gotcha.
Well, she could be in Black Panther. I don't know. But no, she... They're saying that... Which she had quite a bit of screen time.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
I mean, she was a pivotal character. I mean, she was after her the whole movie. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays in. Or, you know, I'm excited to see her series as well, because it's that continuation of Tony. If you don't know, Riri Williams is a Tony level genius at a very young age. I believe she's in high school, and she creates her own Iron Man armor. So that's what we will be seeing in Black Panther.
That's awesome.
Yep, I'm excited.
Hell yeah. All right.
See what else we got.
Marvel Studios will announce 4 new Marvel films at D23 in September.
Which I don't know what other 4 than they've already announced. Or just like releases, actual releases versus just, sometime this year, you know.
Well, they still have to announce most of Phase 6.
True.
So, we'll see.
Yep. Deadpool
Moving on.
3 scheduled for release early 2024. The film will also
be announced.
Yep. D23. Most of this stuff that we're going through, by the way, will be announced at D23. And the next, like I said, I think it starts the 8th of September, 9th of September. So basically all these projects will be announced then. This is just precursors to.
The project dedicated to Nova will be announced at D23 as well. You know, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't get an introduction to the character of Nova in Guardians of the Galaxy, considering that the Nova Corps was there. Right. But I'm talking about the real Nova. Like the Nova.
Nova. Yeah.
Not the Nova Corps soldiers or whatever they're called. Yeah. Not them. The actual Nova. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten anything even remotely close to the existence of this character.
Strong character as well. So
very powerful.
I'm curious to see what that will be. I thought it was odd that they, again, jumping back to Guardians, I thought it was odd that they did a Nova Corps, kind of like Green Lantern Corps.
Well, doesn't Nova Corps exist in the comic books?
I'm
pretty sure they do,
but obviously not without Nova.
Yeah, not without Nova.
The Nova.
That's why it's called Nova Corps.
That's why you have to have. Okay, so this is the way it works. A person exists, okay, and then they create something. So where'd he go?
Where has he been?
Was he asleep for 15 years? The fuck. So, that will be announced.
The first trailer of Kraven the Hunter will be released in September. You know, I've got no hope for this movie purely because it's made by Sony, and as y'all know, Morbius fucking sucked a cock. Venom 1 was okay. Venom 2 was too short and not good enough. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies fucking suck if you watch them as an adult now.
Yeah.
So I've got no high hopes.
I have no
Kraven.
faith purely on the fact that the statement that was made by
how he's an animal lover. Get the fuck out of here.
His name is Kraven the Hunter.
This picture of him is literally a lion.
He hunts animals. Why does he doesn't love them?
Right. He's not a lover of animals. He's a hunter of them. His biggest
Spider-Man. So
that's his biggest game is Spider-Man. Fucking stupid.
Spider animal. All right, whatever.
Marvel
I've got
Studios.
no faith in that. Yep.
No, not at all. Marvel Studios will announce the cast and direct. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say skip this one because they already announced the director.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is what it is.
All right. At D23, Marvel Studios will announce the cast and director. Obviously, Doug just said the director was announced of the Fantastic Four.
Yep.
The cast of Thunderbolts. I'm super excited to hear about this.
They did. That's further up as well.
Well, they showed the characters, not the cast.
Oh, true. Yep.
The Wonder Man series, which... The project dedicated to Nova that we just spoke about. The Halloween special, the Werewolf by Night Halloween special that we have heard about for the last year, but know nothing about it. Here's what I'm thinking. So for those of you that know, Marvel, didn't mean to say Marvel, we're talking about Marvel. Moon Knight and the Werewolf by Night coincide with one another because that is where Moon Knight was introduced. Werewolf by Night number 32, 1975. I believe it's issue number 32 of Werewolf by Night. Are you doing research? I'm pretty sure. It was Werewolf by Night 32, I think. Please hold, y'all.
I'm looking. Here, let me do this. I'll do first.
Hey, Google. When did Moon Knight make his first appearance? When did Moon Knight make his first appearance?
1975. Wolf by Night.
Moon Knight first appeared in 1975 in the comic Werewolf by Night, #32.
I know my shit.
Hey, I was faster than Siri. Fuck off, all right?
It's not Siri, motherfucker. Well, it's Google, and her name is, I don't know her name. It's Google.
Her name is I did it faster. Fuck off. All right. So
hopefully we get to see Werewolf by Night go up against Moon Knight. I think that would be the greatest thing ever. Next up, Shang-Chi number 2. Super excited to hear about that. You know what? Believe it or not, with Shang-Chi 1, I did not see it when the movie first came out because I was like, I don't know who this character is. I don't give a fuck.
10 Rings.
One day, decided I was going to watch it.
It's a good movie.
It is one of my favorite Marvel movies.
I agree.
That obviously don't involve like the main Avengers or anything like that. I liked Shang-Chi better than I liked Black Panther. Personally. Black Panther was an incredible movie, but it was a super slow burn.
It was a slow burn movie. I think they're both up there for me. I enjoyed both just because we get to see the two different characters and the inclusion of how do I say this? Culture? There we go.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the two different cultures.
Yes.
Which is fucking awesome.
I love it.
I love it. That was weird. Deadpool 3. Y'all already know how much I love Deadpool. I've got three posters of him behind me. I love Deadpool. He is my favorite.
Like, what do I have that's Deadpool? I couldn't remember.
Nothing.
Like, no, I do. I do. Oh. Look, you know better than that.
But Deadpool's my favorite character. I love Ryan Reynolds as the character. I'm excited to see Deadpool 3. I'm excited to hear it being announced. I doubt we're gonna get any kind of trailer. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And it's the
that him?
It's him riding an explosion.
Hell yeah.
And it's the gray and black X-Force.
The X-Force suit. Hell yes.
Yep.
So, super excited to hear about Deadpool 3. It's been long enough since Deadpool 2.
Yep.
We need to hear about the third one. Next up, we got Armor Wars.
I'm excited for this one. They've announced, or they've talked about this one a few times. But they haven't.
Not a lot was known.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a TV series from what I understand. But
Yes,
we'll see.
yes.
And, we're gonna see Rhodey reprise the role, obviously, of War Machine.
Mhm. Isn't his niece going to be in it too? I believe I heard that his niece or his daughter or somebody, a female related to him,
To who?
is going to be in it. To Rhodey.
I don't know. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it yet.
Huh. All right. Thor: Love and Thunder will be released September 8th on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I get
Who
to
gives
watch
a
it
shit?
finally.
New poster for Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah.
It's coming out in theaters with 11 minutes of extra content. Maybe they'll have the loophole of Matt Murdock just fucking appearing out of nowhere.
Nah, they'll just that'll be a deleted scene.
Yeah.
I guarantee the scene we both are talking about is a deleted scene of them in the police station.
Most likely. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special could be the possible trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Scene.
Oh, the post-credit
there you go.
scene could be the possible trailer of Guardians Volume 3.
Mm-hmm. Which, doesn't that come
Well,
out?
wait,
like-
I thought the Holiday Special comes out this year.
I thought so too. Doesn't Guardians come out this year?
No, Guardians comes out next year.
Oh, well then that makes sense. So the post-credit scene for the holiday special is the trailer for Guardians Volume 3. All right, that makes sense.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special comes out this year.
Right. It will have a post-credit scene, right? That post-credit scene will be the trailer for the upcoming Guardians 3 next year.
Oh,
You
I'm a
get-
fucking idiot.
I'm like horse to water, man. I don't know how much.
I read it backwards.
Okay.
I was saying that the Guardians Holiday Special could be the trailer of the post-credit scene
Okay.
in Guardians 3. I was like, that makes
Yeah.
no fucking sense. But now it makes all the sense. All right. Next up.
So there's actually two pieces for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. So this is Echo, which we've discussed a little bit because we both don't necessarily know the character. We've seen her a little bit in Hawkeye.
Yes.
The shooting
I loved that show.
says that
That
the
was a good
shooting
show.
will wrap up in a few days, as well as the fact that she will be in the Daredevil Born
She
Again.
will be in Daredevil Born Again, but also right under that one, it says one of the villains of #Echo is a hunter, wild and crazy, who will force Maya to leave the place where she is at the beginning of this series.
Craven. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only thing I'm thinking of. I mean, hunter.
That's the only hunter that we've been like.
Well, like,
teased
here's the
with.
thing, too. Wild
Yeah.
and crazy.
And he's batshit.
All
so.
all I could think about is fucking Craven the Hunter. Matt Shackman will be the director of Fantastic Four.
Is that not? Hold on, let me look this up. I'm gonna verify. I think I know who that is.
I've never heard that name.
I don't know his name. I know his face, and I could be 100% wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm gonna read the next. Oh,
Yeah, go-
okay.
go
You're
ahead,
already
go ahead.
there. No.
He directed WandaVision, which I thought was decent.
Okay.
He also directed Game of Thrones. So that was a very big series.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be good.
he was in The Boys. Sorry, I'm on his IMDb.
Oh shit.
He was in one episode. He wasn't Cherry. Who was Cherry?
I don't know. Let's get back on topic.
Yep.
We're
Sidetrack.
straying too far away.
Sidetrack squirrel. Rudy Pankow was deemed perfect by Marvel Studios as a role for Johnny Storm, and they spelled Johnny wrong.
Jahani.
Jahani.
Jahani Storm.
I don't know who Rudy Pankow is.
Me neither.
Cool. Moving on. The first
He
trailer
looks like the dude from Stranger Things.
Now he looks identical to the singer from he was in Eternals. He's
Let me see who Rudy Pankow is.
yeah, well he's doing that. because I can't remember. The first trailer for Black Panther, final trailer. God, I can't read. For Black Panther, Wakanda Forever will be released in September.
So he played Sam Drake in the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland. Sam Drake is Nathan Drake's brother.
He wasn't in the
and
movie.
What?
For the last 3 seconds of the film, like I know that.
I don't fucking know, bro.
I
didn't watch the movie.
I just did. That's the only reason I know.
And he's in a bunch of shows that I've never heard of.
Bet.
Well, only 4 shows that I've never heard of.
Only 4 shows. So he's new.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what we need. We need new people.
His film debut was 2017. Nobody knows. I've never heard of any of these movies either, except for the Uncharted film. So this kid is an unknown, and if he's being deemed perfect, he just might be perfect.
I guess. Oh, he was in Outer Banks. Oh.
Wakanda Forever, we already know that's being released. Episode 2 of She-Hulk, already know about that. This is the
Young Sam. Okay, never mind.
And then we've got the Wolverine and the Celestial references. This one, I guess they retweeted it again at
they just retweeted it. So next we've got Thunderbolts lineup. And this is the characters, not the actors. We don't know any of that yet.
And I do want to talk a little bit about each one of these characters individually after we name them.
Yeah, because the reason saying is these characters already exist, minus all of them exist in the MCU.
Yes.
So I would imagine we will be seeing the same people reprise those roles.
Yes, most likely. So we've got Zemo. We've got Yelena Belova, who, fun fact, when I first saw her name written, I thought it said Yelena Baloney. Just saying.
Oh my God.
We got Ghost, who, when I first read Ghost, I put Ryder at the end of that and got excited. And then got sad when Ryder wasn't there. Taskmaster.
When I saw that one, I was like, Ghost Rider. Because
bro. I read Ghost and I was like,
yeah. I was like, yes. Wow, they just completely dropped the ball. No, yep.
But then I got sad. Well, I mean, Ghost was a dope character. Taskmaster, Abomination, US Agent, Titania, and Winter Soldier.
Yep.
So let's do a rundown of each individual character. I mean, we got Zemo. We've seen him in multiple films.
Yep.
We've seen him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Obviously, if he wasn't going to be in this lineup, I would have been a little bit confused and also pretty disappointed. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in this iteration. Obviously.
And then we've got Yelena Belova, Black Widow, played by Florence Pugh. She's an awesome character. She was in the Hawkeye TV show. She was in the Black Widow film. She's an awesome character.
Yeah.
Then we got Ghost coming back.
Yeah, from
Ant-Man 2.
Ant-Man and Wasp. Yeah.
Fucking awesome character. I thought she was a great villain, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her as in the Thunderbolts lineup. I thought I was actually kind of taken aback by that. I was kind of excited when I heard that, because I was like, you know what? When are we ever going to see that character again? Because believe it or not, Marvel has this thing where they like to kill off all the villains
in between movies.
Yeah. Or in the movie.
Yeah.
So I was kind of surprised to see Ghost coming back, and glad that she survived.
Yeah. So in case, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, Thunderbolts is Marvel's Suicide Squad. They're basically all villains, and they go do jobs.
Yes.
So
they're either all villains or they're anti-heroes.
Correct.
Because Winter Soldier's on here.
Yeah,
and,
so is US Agent.
I mean, the Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn's an anti-hero. She's done heroic shit before.
Yep.
Taskmaster. I don't know how I feel about this one, man.
Yeah,
because
I know you didn't like that character from the movie, so I'm
I mean,
they
completely fucking torched that character to fit the agenda of the film.
Yeah.
You know, and that movie was, first off, Black Widow was a garbage ass movie. That movie fucking sucked. It had no business being made.
Yeah. I mean, I liked
That
David
movie-
Harbour. I liked seeing him as the.
Yeah, he was awesome as Red Guardian, but
Yeah.
aside from that, that movie was a waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Taskmaster is one of my all-time favorite Marvel villains.
Top tier.
And to see what they did to Taskmaster in the Black Widow film was not only heartbreaking, but made me never want to see the character again on screen, because now I'm afraid that it'll be fucked up every time.
Yeah. That's one of those characters where that's the thing that gets me. That character, right, is very easy to write.
Yes.
Okay. Taskmaster is a mimic.
Yeah.
So how did you fuck that up?
Yeah.
So the
my
very first
fucking
time
point.
we see Taskmaster, the person already has all these skills, and we're like, when the fuck did you fight them? Because it's not, this person isn't like injected with the knowledge. They're not, you know, they
had a
fight
chip
these
implanted in their
characters.
brain.
Right. They have to fight these characters to learn their skills. This
Yeah.
one, they were just like, here's a chip. You know all this shit now. What the fuck?
Here's a chip. Watch this fucking footage of them fighting, and
Yeah.
now you're gonna know how to do every single thing that they do. Not to mention, they gender swapped the character for no fucking reason other than to make it the leader of the
Red Room or whatever the fuck
the
it's
Red
called.
Room guy that runs the Red Room and torments all the young girls that turns into Black Widows.
Yeah.
Fucking, they made Taskmaster his daughter who almost died. Fucking garbage.
Yeah,
Fucking garbage.
They need a full reboot on that.
And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about the Taskmaster character. The stunt double for the female actress that played Taskmaster was a dude.
Of course.
And we also saw pictures of him without the mask on. And he looked like he would be Taskmaster.
So here's the thing, and I want to make this perfectly clear. I have no problem with female, like, badass characters or whatever, right?
Right.
But Taskmaster is one of those, you literally don't have to take their mask off.
Right.
Like, you never see that character out of the mask in the comics. Maybe, you know, origin. But the whole story behind the whole thing was just fucked from the get.
Yeah. But not to mention, you hear Taskmaster, the one thing that Taskmaster likes to do while learning all of these characters' abilities and doing everything, he likes to taunt them. That's how you know Taskmaster's a dude, because he likes to taunt them. You know?
Well, the one
I'm
we
all
got didn't
cool.
say a fucking word, so.
Yeah, the one that we got was a fucking mute. So just to make it perfectly clear, I am all fine and dandy for gender swapping characters. You know, not all the time though. I mean, Ghost was gender swapped. Ghost is a dude in the comic books, but a female in the movie. She did fantastic. She was fantastic. You can gender swap certain characters. You can't gender swap a fucking main well-known character that has been a man since his creation. You can't. You can't do it. I hate to say it, but I mean, same thing with race swapping. If you want to change a character, like, for instance, Doug, this is going a little off topic. I remember when people were like, oh, we want a black Batman. Let's make Bruce Wayne black.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's make a character that has been white since the 60s or the 50s. Let's make a character that's been white since the 50s or the 60s up until this point in time. And let's just change his race. But you know what they did? They made a completely new character that took on the role of Batman.
Yeah.
And that is how you should fucking do it.
Yeah.
Create a new character. Same with Black Spider-Man. Well, he's not full black. He's black and Mexican or Puerto Rican. He's black and Spanish. Miles Morales. Do that. You know, you don't have to take an already established character and change the gender or the race of that character just to make people happy or appease people or fit a narrative.
Right.
You can create a completely brand new character with a really kick-ass backstory, and people will fall in love with it. Hence, Miles Morales. People love Miles Morales. I love Miles Morales. And guess what? His name's not Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's a completely separate entity.
Yeah.
And that's what you should do.
Puerto Rican.
Reeling myself back in.
His mom's Puerto Rican. I just wanted to clarify.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So reeling it back in. Next up on this list, we got Abomination.
Which we already see Emil in She-Hulk, so obviously he's still around.
Yes.
U.S. agent, which we saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier. He kind of went off the rails.
Awesome character.
You know, this is completely like, this has nothing to do with the character. There's a bunch of like scenes and screenshots of this guy. He looks different in every single fucking scene.
He does.
Like, is this dude a morph? Because like his jaw was different, his forehead was bigger. It was what I'm just like, what is this guy doing? You know, it was funny. Yeah, a good character.
And then,
I'm
he's an awesome character, man. I'm excited to see him. And then we've got Titania, which
She-Hulk, right?
Was literally in the first episode of She-Hulk. We've never seen her before. Yeah, got her ass beat in a 3-second fight. So, to be determined with her.
Yeah, I have no clue on her.
We've got Winter Soldier, which is the only character that has gone through every rank of characters. He was with the A-listers, then the B-listers, then the C-listers. Now he's kind of with the D-listers, the C/D-listers.
Which I'm curious to see how they play the story for his... I'm going to call this a downfall. Because you went from being Cap's right hand to Falcon's right hand to now you're part of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume he's in jail or something, you know. And they're like, come work for us and we'll, you know, do something with your sentence or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do with Winter Soldier in this because obviously, as you said, I don't think he's just going to willingly join this group of villains that he's most likely fought up against at least once.
No, I think it's going to be they've got something on him or maybe, I don't know.
So my main question is, it seems that if you remember at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, you had Madam Hydra recruiting
pulling everyone together,
U.S. agents. So my question is, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they called the Thunderbolts because of Betty Ross's dad?
Yes.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Well, because there is an iteration where he is in there, not as Ross, as Red Hulk.
As Red Hulk, yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is, are we going to get to see Thunderbolt Ross? Because if not, it's going to be super confusing when we first get all of these characters as a team, as essentially the bad Avengers. Are we going to get to see, is Thunderbolt Ross going to be running it, or is Madam Hydra? Or maybe she works for Thunderbolt Ross because he has dirt on her. Who knows? It could go many, many ways.
Well, the weird thing is, Zemo has his own form of Thunderbolts. So I find it odd that he's there and he's not the leader.
Right.
So I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Because this is a strange lineup. This is a lineup of all the characters that were in like one fucking project in the entire MCU.
Yeah.
And except for Winter Soldier and Yelena and Zemo.
Yeah.
But then you got Ghost, Taskmaster, Abomination, U.S. Agent, and Titania, who is so fucking new. She was in one episode.
I'm
So
I'm
I guess we'll
curious.
see. I'm excited for this though, man. I'm excited. I'm glad that we've got a lineup now. So I'm excited to see what's to come from that.
Yeah.
Next up. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I'm just reading through like the different versions of Thunderbolts.
There's
and
so many.
there are. And basically they've pulled a character from each version.
Okay. I can get behind that.
With no, specific details obviously behind it. So we'll see. Fisk,
Right.
So Fisk's version had Taskmaster. Punisher had Ghost. Winter Soldier had his own Thunderbolts, which included people who are not even on this list. Red Hulk also had his own Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
None of them are on this list. Luke Cage had his own.
Well, wait, didn't Ross have U.S. Agent for a point, or was that Norman Osborn?
He had Agent Venom.
Okay.
And Osborn, because I've got it right here. Osborn had Bullseye.
Okay.
And Venom. The only one that had, I already lost his name.
Huh?
U.S. Agent. I don't think, actually, none of these have U.S. Agent. So that's an
All
interesting.
right, cool.
All right. So we'll see.
All right. Next up, Agatha Coven of Chaos series will be composed by more than 6 episodes.
Woo.
So why not say it'll be 7 episodes?
Yeah. And also the main villain will be a witch at the lead of the coven. So where does this take place? Does this take place after, WandaVision? Because WandaVision, I know you said you didn't watch it, right?
No.
Wanda erased her mind. So is this before that? Is this after? Was this? I don't know.
I guess we'll see. Shooting of Echo will wrap up in a few days. New poster of She-Hulk with Emil Blonsky.
I love Tim Roth.
Oh, here we go. The members of the Midnight Suns will be Blade.
Oh, the name.
Dude, I'm so excited. Blade, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Jennifer Kale, Werewolf by Night, Elsa Bloodstone, Black Knight, Hellstrom, and Hannibal King. Holy fuck.
Now, is this a movie or a series? Because I didn't even know this was a thing.
I don't fucking know.
This is all the information we have. Marvel, we need more.
Yeah, I don't think we know anything about this, but I mean, obviously we've got a couple that we already know. Mahershala Ali is Blade, Doctor Strange is Benedict Cumberbatch, fucking Moon Knight is what's his face? Oscar Isaac.
There you go. I was gonna let you get it.
And that's it. That's it. We don't know anybody. We don't know any of the rest of the cast. But this is why I think that Moon Knight might be in the Werewolf by Night.
Well, they're both listed.
Yeah, Halloween special, because Werewolf by Night, again, was where Moon Knight was first introduced in issue number 32. So I'm excited. This is a dope fucking lineup, man. I'm excited for this.
Well, so the whole thing is they're brought together by Doctor Strange to fight Lilith. Because they all had lineage or something to the occult. So yeah, I'm curious to see. We've seen a few of these characters in past iterations, like Hannibal King. That's obviously from Blade. Black Knight, we have seen. We know who's gonna play Black Knight.
Jon Snow.
Yeah.
I forget his name though. That's why. Oh, Kit Harington.
Yeah, Kit. But there's one name on this list I'm very excited for, and I want to know who it's gonna be, and that is
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm pretty curious to see who that's gonna be. Sony will announce 2 new Marvel films later this year. Okay.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay, sorry.
How dare you?
All right.
Chloe Bennett
Yep.
has signed a contract with Marvel Studios to return as Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, in future projects.
Yep. Quake. Daisy Johnson from the Shield TV series.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, first off, who the fuck is Daisy Johnson? Second off, who the fuck is Quake?
I want to say for the first like 6 seasons, she was just a normal person. I don't know what happened. I quit watching the show, but apparently she got powers.
Oh, okay.
So
she's... your answer is in the next one, buddy. Marvel projects in development. A series about the Midnight Suns.
There we go.
A project about Scarlet Witch. A project about Hercules.
Yep.
Eternals 2. Didn't even watch the first one. Shang-Chi 2.
Which mean they said that.
A series about Wonder Man. We already know. A series about a project about Nova. We already know that. And a series about Okoye.
It's the girl from
Michonne from The Walking Dead that plays like Black Panther's right hand woman.
Oki? I think it.
Oki? It might be. I don't know.
I think so. I don't know. So
Elizabeth,
a series about Midnight Suns.
Yes, that's even better.
I like it.
Elizabeth Lale.
No fucking clue who that
play
is.
Sue Storm. Yeah, it's good that they're getting people that nobody knows though.
Yeah, I mean,
because they all, based off of the Rudy Pankow or whatever his name was, and this girl, they're both very young looking.
Let's find out.
I mean, the other dude, he's only been in the game for 5 years, bro. Maybe that's what we need. We need fresh faces.
This chick has been in Nothing I Know.
Okay.
So
that begs the question, is John Krasinski going to play the role of Reed Richards, or are they going to go with somebody completely different and he was just like a fan service thing because people wanted him to play the character? So they put him in Multiverse of Madness.
What's funny is when this picture first popped up, right? I didn't read the name. I'm like, hey, look, it's Emily Blunt. Because it kind of looked like her.
It does.
So we've got Deadpool 3 announcement of the Domino Cable and my boy Colossus will appear.
Fuck yes! So excited. I love Deadpool so much. That's all we need to know.
It's a good one. They're good. I like them.
Oh man, that's
Rhodes.
Awesome. Yes, Lila Rhodes.
Lila. Sure.
Lila.
Yep. The niece of Rhodey will appear in Armor Wars. So yeah, there
gotcha.
You go.
Okay, that's what it was.
As well as Morgan Stark and Happy Hogan.
Yes.
So.
All right. Nico Minoru will appear in Agatha Coven of Chaos. I don't know who that is.
Name. No clue. Again, we're getting new characters. I'm not mad with it. Oh, she's a Midnight Sun too. Bet.
Is she?
Yep.
Where do you know this?
I just quickly did a search and it popped up.
Oh, okay. Cool. And that's about it for everything that we've got for Marvel. The official trailer obviously is pinned at the top for Wakanda Forever. Everybody's already seen it, and if you haven't, just go watch it. It's everywhere.
What is it? Oh, the first trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer for Wakanda Forever.
So yeah, that is basically all of our Marvel news for now.
All right.
To DC.
Over to DC. I'm going to start this one off.
Do it.
So, this one has been retweeted. So, the piece of shit that we all love and know is Ezra Miller.
No, I don't love nothing about that person.
Yeah, no, fuck that pussy. I hate him. So, as everybody probably knows now after the last episode, he has decided to go with one of the options that Warner Brothers presented him, and that option was to go get help. You know, make an apology. I still believe that he should have gone with option D, which is shotgun to the mouth or public hanging, but hey, that's just me. I don't like people that do things to children. So, DC fans call bullshit on reports claiming that The Flash is just as good as The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight being the second Batman featuring Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Get out of here.
As much as I love,
no,
yeah, as much as I love the Flash, I'm calling fucking bullshit on this, because not only is Ezra Miller a horrible actor for the Flash,
the fact that again
there ain't no fucking way that this movie's anywhere as good as The Dark Knight.
No,
just saying. I mean, and that's putting any negative thoughts about the lead actor aside.
Yeah,
there is no fucking way on the planet that
even
this
if
movie
said lead actor wasn't a piece of shit, the acting that I've seen in the previous iterations of this character by him, terrible, horrible.
Yeah,
you are not a Barry Allen in the least.
He doesn't even look like the comic book version of Barry Allen.
I can put looks of a character aside, because I they change depending on what storyline you look at. But he's a terrible Barry Allen.
Yeah, he's not a good character, not a good actor. Just cancel the fucking movie, and that's actually a topic on this list. DC Entertainment fans hoping for another Justice League movie if Dan Lin gets the job.
Yep.
They want Dan Lin to DC. Warner Brothers is looking at making Dan Lin the Kevin Feige of DC Entertainment Universe.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with Dan Lin, he has a very massive tenure in a film. He was a producer for the Lego Milk. Wow.
The Lego Milk?
Yep. Lego Milk. Lego Movie. The Lego Batman, Sherlock Holmes, Aladdin, It, and a bunch more.
Yeah. He's a big name in Hollywood. So, yeah. Oh, one down. DC may have found its Kevin Feige producer, Dan Lin.
Yeah, that was the link you sent me. So.
Yeah. Oh, right here. Batgirl star begs Warner Brothers to release the movie in emotional thread.
It's not gonna happen.
I mean, I want to see the fucking movie. I do. I want to see the movie. It's finished.
Done.
I want to see the movie with Brendan Fraser, Michael Keaton, and I want to see Batgirl live action for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Give it to us, man. It's already fucking done. Will Smith's new look sparks speculation of a DC Entertainment Universe return. I mean, a new look? That can mean fucking anything, dude.
Are you on Twitter still?
Yeah, DC Fans. It's called @DC Fans United.
I was like, I'm not reading the same things you are.
Bye, bro.
There we go.
It's a picture of Aquaman.
Aquaman.
All right. So, Will Smith's new look, speculation of DC return. I guess he got a fucking haircut. I don't fucking know. It's a picture of him as Deadshot.
Yeah.
Next up, downtrodden DC defenders take a moment to celebrate Birds of Prey amidst the madness. What madness do they speak of?
Also, what are they celebrating? Because that movie was not good.
I actually liked it, but that's because I think Margot Robbie's sexy.
Yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, they're literally just comparing the fact that Will has the same beard that Deadshot did in the movie. All right, moving on.
That's fucking stupid.
You're idiots. Sorry.
But I mean, taking a moment to celebrate Birds of Prey, good for them, man. Let them.
Yeah.
Let them celebrate it. We already saw that one. Shazam 2 director shares behind the scenes video after latest delay, and right underneath it says disappointed fans completely understand why Shazam 2 dodged Avatar. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Shazam 2 and Avatar 2 were supposed to come out the same time. Let's click it. Shazam Fury of the Gods and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom were delayed once more. As a result,
I can't click on it.
Oh, yeah. Both of those movies, both Aquaman and Shazam, were supposed to come out in December of this year. With the long-awaited Avatar: The Way of Water, the sequel to the first one, having December 21st all to itself now, which is probably for the best. And you've got people saying we don't want Avatar 2. Nobody remembers the original.
Well, so I don't know if you knew this, but they're doing a remaster of, this is completely off topic. They're doing a remaster of Avatar. 2 weeks,
Why?
2 weeks in theaters, September 23rd. And I think that's when these two movies were specifically supposed to come out. Is what it was in September. Shazam and Aquaman. That's what they're talking about. Not 2. They remastered the first one so you can go watch it again in theaters.
Well, no, no, there's a second Avatar movie coming out December 21st.
Oh, this one says after. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
They worded that weird. I see it.
James Cameron's long-awaited Avatar: The Way of Water. Long-awaited meaning sequel.
I don't know. I don't give a shit about Avatar, to be honest.
I mean, I loved the first movie. That was the only movie that I saw in theaters 8 times.
Jesus, that's a 3-hour movie.
I know, dude. I loved that movie so fucking much. But the first one came out in 2009. It has taken them 11 years to come out with the second one. I'm kind of over it.
Yeah. What's it gonna be about? More blue people on the Earth?
For 13 years. 13 years since the first one came out.
Whatever.
I mean, do I really care to watch the second one now? I mean, I'll probably watch it. Just I'm not like, oh my god, Avatar 2, finally, my 2009 year self could be happy again. No, I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
All right.
Moving on.
Jason Momoa.
Yep.
Trusting a 10-year plan, but fans definitely don't.
I wonder why.
Let's read this. I'll read a little bit of this article. That girl may be dead. What?
Oh, I skipped ahead. I skipped ahead to like the interview in that article.
Oh. I'm going to read a little bit though.
Go for it.
Batgirl may be dead, but the studio is holding funeral screenings for the abandoned blockbuster, so cast and crew can say goodbye before it becomes a tax write-off. Black Adam is the sole DC Entertainment Universe feature left standing in this year's lineup. Bombshell after bombshell of the bad kind for what feels like forever. There's a 10-year plan in place. WB's only gone and put itself right in the bad books. Revealed that Jason Momoa's got faith in the boardroom. Interesting question. I just trust in them to make the right decisions, and I gotta stay in my lane. Well, your lane's pretty fucking narrow, buddy, because you play the dumbest character in the DC Entertainment Universe, and there's literally nothing else important.
Yeah.
About you.
How do you trust? I mean, I understand they pay you lots of money. I get that. Right? I'll talk my company up all day. You pay me millions of dollars.
Yeah, for real.
But at the same time, I'm probably gonna say no comment because I know that shit's going in the hole.
Not to mention,
what 10-year plan? Nothing. Yeah, what 10-year plan? You've given us no hope for the studios whatsoever, other than Black Adam and Shazam.
I don't even have hope for those. I feel like there's a way that they're gonna get fucked up too.
I don't want it because I love Black Adam. I think he's a good villain. I love him, like as far as DC villains go. But I don't know. I'm worried. I'm not worried because DC is just they're never gonna match Marvel. We're beyond the point of them catching Marvel for sure.
And they've had so many chances too.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I feel like this statement, I like Jason Momoa as an actor. I don't know him as a person, obviously. But I feel like this statement is very political. We'll go with that.
Right. 100%. I hear that.
I don't mean political as in like, obviously, that, but just keeping his saving face.
Right.
Yeah.
So this next one, I don't know what this one's in reference to. DC fans debate over whether Mr. Freeze is really a bad guy.
It looks like a clip it from
The Harley Quinn show.
yeah.
So, I mean, we could debate real quick. He is a bad guy. He does bad things.
Just because his
I mean,
wife died. Well,
Yeah,
I
just
guess
because he's trying to save his wife doesn't mean that he's not a criminal. If I rob a bank to try to save my dying loved one,
he's still a criminal.
I'm a fucking criminal. Case closed. Moving on.
Well, okay, so real quick. Literally the first thing says, I don't know much about Mr. Freeze.
Okay, then
Well,
your fucking
then you
argument is moot, you
All right.
fucking idiots.
Moving on. Jesus.
Wait, where is
people.
that? I don't see that.
It was in the article. It was literally someone saying, like,
Oh,
I don't think he's a bad guy because he's just trying to find a cure for his wife. He's a criminal.
yeah.
Again, if you go
Fucking
out and
stupid.
rob a store for money to save someone, you're still a criminal.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, if your first line is, I don't know much about this person, your conversation, your argument, anything there said afterwards
is moot.
is fucking invalid.
I don't know much about working on cars, but I think you're doing that wrong.
Yeah. Like,
All right.
Fucking
DC
stupid.
fans are praying for a Batgirl leak after internal screening announced. And by internal screening, we have this up as well.
yes, please!
They
Switch!
are doing screenings, which it was kind of touched in I think one of the last articles we just read. They're doing screenings for Batgirl, which is a fully completed, fully done movie, right? Was ready to release onto HBO Max. They're doing screenings, but just for people who were involved.
Fucking
Secret
so dumb,
screenings.
Bro. Just show me the fucking movie. What are you doing? Show me the movie.
Batgirl is now being confirmed to get screenings, but with one depressing condition. The entire film is wiped. Special screenings. They're getting funeral screenings inside Warner Brothers studio lots before it's sent to the deepest, darkest realms of the studio archives. The concept filmmaking in film. Wow, I can't read. The concept of filming an estimated $80 million film featuring stars well known as Michael Keaton, Brendan Fraser, and then put it aside as part of a tax write-off feels like a Mel Brooks, the producer scenario. I fucking love it. Yeah, they're basically just holding secret screenings at Warner Brothers for people who were involved, and then they're gonna go throw it and never hear or see of it again, even though it's done. It's finished.
I see a tweet further down saying, watch as somebody inevitably breaks into that vault, leaks the film for the whole world to see because fuck corpos and fuck David Zaslav. If locking it away forever didn't stop that Popeye movie from getting leaked, then it won't stop this one from getting leaked either. I hope they're right.
I agree. Hey, if you're out there, I'm gonna let you know. You may go to jail. Warner Brothers is a big company, okay? But
Bro,
I'm gonna tell you right now, you got a lot of people backing you.
the tweet, this one further down is even funnier, bro. It says if they leaked Batgirl, it'll probably become more pirated than Morbius, but for the opposite reason.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Next on.
Get ready to meet the Grinch of the DC universe. Black Adam. I fucking love it. Dude, I love Black Adam.
Where do you see that one?
Because I'm just getting way down.
Oh, yeah, I'm just getting a lot of retweeted shit. Oh, here's one. Research shows audiences think Ezra Miller's The Flash should be canceled.
Imagine
No
that.
shit. No
Research
shit.
shouldn't be the one telling you that. Your own fucking brain should be like, we probably shouldn't put this movie out.
Jason Momoa is not buying into the Marvel versus DC rivalry. Well, you fucking should, because the DC movies fucking blow.
Marvel's winning.
Yeah. DC fans show concern for Matt Reeves' Batverse after Caped Crusader cancellation. What is Caped Crusader? Was that animated? I think that was animated.
Is that the one with the Batman picture on it?
Yes. Yeah. If there's any sort of silver lining to be drawn from the highly anticipated Caped Crusader, a spiritual successor to the beloved Batman the Animated Series. Yeah.
I don't know. I think DC is they've lost it and they're struggling to get it back, and it's just not gonna work.
I think right now, much like Marvel was dealing with in the 90s and the 80s, I feel like right now this is that bankruptcy issue. I feel like DC is now facing that problem because I don't believe they had that kind of issue back then. But now, in 2022, they are facing a similar situation where they're just canceling everything.
I think what they're hoping, right? They obviously used Batgirl as a tax write-off. That literally said that right there. I think they hope that Black Adam saves them.
Is the beginning of their saving graces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the only two films DC related that are coming out, not Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers has other projects, but DC related are Shazam and Black Adam. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what they have in that film, like as far as, you know, cost to make. But I don't think they're going to have as much of a kickback as they think.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan shares his excitement for playing Dr. Fate in Black Adam. All right.
We haven't seen Pierce Brosnan in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What?
The budget for Black Adam, visual effects and all.
Uh-huh.
I just take a stab.
I'm going to say like 300 or 400 million.
Between 185 and 200 million dollars.
So you're telling me a big budget film had only $20 million more budget than Batgirl? A movie that was going to be on HBO Max? How does that make sense?
It is one of the most expensive films of 2022 and DC.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
What?
Warner Brothers spent 185 to 200 million to do Black Adam. No wonder they're fucking broke.
That is fucking embarrassing because Marvel spends anywhere from 300 to 500 million on most of their big movies. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense why they're fucking broke.
Wow. Alrighty then. I was just curious. I'm like, I'm gonna look this up.
Oh, here's one that both you and I can relate with. It's down on August 21st. DC fans call out Warner Brothers for always using Batman characters. I agree.
100%.
Don't get me wrong, I love Batman, but give us something fucking new. You've got so many characters to bring into the world, and you just keep bringing back Batman and Superman, dude. It's fucking, I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Don't get me wrong, I want to see more Robert Pattinson Batman, but fuck me. Stop introducing them and everything.
I'm just curious how many more they have for the rest of the year. As far as
what?
WB.
What, Batman projects?
No, just WB in general, like how many films they have that I've, you know, that I'm aware of. Nope. Oh, all right. Creed. So Black Adam, Creed, Shazam. They're doing another Evil Dead franchise
let's
movie.
go.
Evil Dead Rise.
That I'm excited for.
I mean, only
Didn't know, but I love Evil Dead.
This one needs to be taken off the list. Oh yeah, the new Barbie movie. What the fuck?
Oh, here's a good one too. DC fans are trying to determine which DC Entertainment Universe film is the worst of all. All of them.
Yeah. I have not seen one DC movie that I was like, fuck yeah, I want to go watch that again. No.
One DC Entertainment movie, because I mean the Batman is fire. If you haven't seen the Batman, check that shit out.
I don't know. Speaking of, I think I'm DC this week.
I think you are as well.
Yeah.
Even members of Congress are disappointed with the demise of Batgirl.
Who the fuck cares about Congress? Oh, we've come to that time of the segment where Bones and I each pick a character to not only educate ourselves, because most of the time there's some pretty far out there characters, but educate you.
I'm on Marvel.
Fans. Yes, you're on Marvel.
All right.
So what we do, if you don't know, if you're just joining, you don't know what we do. We both go through one of our encyclopedias. Today, I have DC. Brones has Marvel. We both have the same books. We can both go through them at the same time. But
yes, sir.
We pick a character and we introduce them to you and us. All right. And then after that, we pick a random page. And then we do a mashup. A 1v1 brawl to death. Not necessarily. Brawl to knockout. I don't know. Depends.
Now, some of these characters, you may know them. But then, others you may not know.
Agreed.
But we like to introduce all kinds of characters.
I try to pick some new characters just because I like learning.
Yeah, so do I.
But then other times I'm like, ooh, I like this person.
Now, this character I'm going to pick, I know of him, but I don't know a whole lot about him.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go since I got mine.
Go for it. I'm looking.
His real name is Zebediah Kilgrave.
Hey, I know him.
Occupation: former spy, professional criminal, conqueror, mobile, base. He's 5'11", 165 pounds. His eyes are purple. His hair is purple. His first appearance was Daredevil number 4, October 1964. This guy we are talking about, of course, is Purple Man.
Yep.
So, all right. What we do here is we run through.
And say this, that back in the like 60s, 70s, 80s, they had a real tough time in naming some characters.
Yes, they did.
Whatever the color they are, that's their name. Purple Man.
So, Purple Man's powers. Kilgrave's body secretes psychoactive chemicals that deaden the will of people in his vicinity, rendering them susceptible to his commands. Individuals with unusually strong willpower can, in fact, resist him, though. All right, give a little rundown on the character. Born in Yugoslavia, Zebediah Kilgrave was a spy who was accidentally covered with an experimental nerve agent. This permanently dyed his hair and his skin purple and gave him the power to compel others to obey his every command. As the Purple Man, he was repeatedly defeated by Daredevil, one of the few people able to resist his powers. For a while, he made Jessica Jones his slave. She was so traumatized she gave up being a superhero. He later tried to retire from crime, but the Kingpin and Dr. Doom exploited him. He attempted to compel the mutant Nathan Gray, alias X-Man, to help him conquer the world, but Gray defeated him. He later controlled all of New York at the behest of Baron Zemo, then joined the Hood's crime syndicate and ran a Las Vegas casino. Wow, Purple Man really went downhill in his career as a criminal. The Purple Man has a number of children who, when together, were even more powerful than their father. He tried to use them to take over the world, only to be stopped again by Daredevil. After menacing Jessica Jones again, the Purple Man was shot and killed by Kraven the Hunter, and his corpse was thrown into the sun by Captain Marvel.
Damn. That's aggressive.
Yeah. So basically, he joined a crime syndicate and then ran a casino.
That's a very big downfall.
Yeah.
So he's purple and he has the ability to control people's minds.
Yes.
And that's it.
And he runs a casino.
Not anymore because his ass is in the sun.
Yeah, his corpse is in the sun.
All right. So obviously I am DC today. So what I have for you is a being none other than Lobo.
Let's go. I love Lobo.
His debut was Omega Men, Volume 1, Number 3, June of 1983. Height 6'4", 250 pounds.
Holy shit.
But he's all
He's
muscle.
my height.
He's
He's my height.
Yeah. Red eyes, black hair, powers and abilities. He has regenerative healing and withstand exposure to space vacuum, super strength. That's a separate. He can. Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about. Stamina and enhanced durability, super senses, custom built spacecraft. Hey, that right there, you got me sold. Employs very high tech alien weaponry. Oh my god, I didn't read the allies yet. His allies are the Atom, Crush, which is his daughter, and the Space Dolphins. The Space Dolphins.
Yo. Let's go.
This is even better.
God.
Enemies. And I quote, anybody who gets in his way. His affiliation's Justice League. So he's a good guy.
Oh my god.
The intergalactic biker was born on Kazarnia after killing everyone on his planet to make himself more unique. And because he had it coming, he set out to kill other people for fun and profit. Unfortunately for anyone with a bounty on their heads, Lobo has been quite effective at achieving both. Making a brutal living across the universe, Lobo eventually found his way to Earth, where he encountered plenty of superheroes and supervillains to clash with. It was not long before he was recruited into Amanda Waller's first prototype Suicide Squad task force. However, the team were not the success Waller had anticipated. Sorry, I can't read. Lobo ended up locked in the most secretive high security prison in the world, the Catacombs. Have they introduced the Catacombs in any of the DC movies?
Nope.
I didn't think so. All right, moving on. You fucked up. Meanwhile, an imposter claimed the Lobo name and title and was eventually imprisoned and miniaturized. It's pretty bad. Locked away by Larfles.
Oh my god.
Remember what I said about naming things?
Yeah.
As part of his hidden horde on the planet Okra.
What?
I got nothing. After being freed from captivity by Maxwell Lord, Lobo fell under Lord's powerful mind-controlling powers. He was eventually released when Batman set off a bomb inside his head, completely blowing it off.
What?
Not Lobo, Maxwell.
Oh. I was gonna say.
But Batman doesn't kill.
Well, apparently he did.
In time, Lobo oh no. Now wait a minute. I think he blew off Lobo's head. He was eventually released when Batman set off a bomb inside his head, completely blowing it up. In time.
So yeah, he killed Lobo knowing that he would heal.
In time, Lobo healed and strangely decided that he owed Batman a favor for helping him regain his own mind. So in order to get his mind back, he blew it the fuck up.
Batman's got a plan for everything.
The Dark Knight cashed in that favor very quickly, playing on Lobo's particular sense of honor and recruiting him into the Justice League of America. He stayed with the team longer than he had to, but the free-spirited Lobo eventually took off towards space, looking for a new and deserving... What? Looking for new and deserving bastishes to frag.
What? What are these words? Doug, I don't understand half the words that you're saying to me, bro.
I don't either. Anyway, that's Lobo. For those who can see, that's Lobo.
Such a badass character.
He really is, though.
Oh my god, I got the hiccups. Please hold. All right, we should be okay. All right. Random number.
Is it my pick or your pick?
I think it's your pick.
Let's go. We haven't done a lot at the front or the back. We've been right in the middle. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see how many pages are here so I can. Which I think the Marvel one has more.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let's go. 287.
287.
Ooh, I opened it up on a good page. It's not the page we need, but it's Starfire.
Oh, nice. I can't do 287.
Oh God, we've done.
I can't do 287.
Yeah, Johnny Sorrow. How the fuck?
Well, I
did
mean,
do
you
that?
can do 287. There's like 87 characters on there.
All right. 45.
What?
Page 45. I'll pick a different.
Well,
page.
you can still do page 287.
We'll go to 45.
All right. Because if we run into that issue where one of us has been on a page like that, then we could just make the conscious decision, whoever's landed on a page with a character that we've done already,
Can switch it.
to go up or down.
All right, we can do that next time. What was our
right.
stance on groups?
What?
What was our stance on groups?
That we pick one from the group.
Okay.
All right. Oh, mine's awesome.
Yeah, I got a good one because luckily one of the characters from this group is on this page as well. So.
Hell yeah. All right. I've got Batroc the Leaper.
Oh God. My God. What a pussy.
His powers: self-professed master of Savat, the French form of kickboxing, allegedly an expert in hand-to-hand combat, does not have any superhuman abilities, but describes himself as an Olympic standard weightlifter with the ability to leap vast distances. Devises military tactics that serve to bewilder opponents.
Yeah. Good.
Basically describes himself as one of the world's greatest mercenaries and master of savate. Trained himself in the Gaelic or Gallic, however the fuck you say that, the Gallic martial art of savate while serving in the French Foreign Legion. Embarked on a life of crime, he has fought some of the world's greatest heroes, including Captain America and the Punisher. Sadly, he has rarely survived these confrontations with more than the smallest degree of dignity.
Oh my god.
Batroc is the eponymous leader of Batroc's Brigade, a motley collection of martial artists, assassins, and mercenaries whose membership is fluid. In the brigade's early days, Batroc hired members for specific jobs, but most of the missions were unsuccessful.
All right.
Oh my fucking god. Employed to obtain the Seismo bomb from a foreign power, Batroc teamed with the Swordsman and the Living Laser. But they did not succeed. Later, Red Skull hired him to attack Captain America. Although banded with Porcupine and Whirlwind, can you take a guess? The mission failed.
I had a sneaking suspicion.
However, Batroc has scored significant victories with the British weapons master Zoran and the South American revolutionary Machete.
Are you sure?
During Civil War, Batroc was forced to work for the Thunderbolts Army. Afterwards, he registered with the U.S. government and trained heroes in the martial arts, though he subsequently returned to crime. I'd like to make a new pick.
I'm almost tempted to let you. Not
Your
gonna
guy
lie.
wins. Your guy wins. We don't even need to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. See you later.
I'm pretty sure I could pick one of these three characters sitting behind me. Ladies and gentlemen that
100%.
can't see, I've got Yoshi, Kirby, and Snorlax sitting here.
And Big Tabasco.
And Big Tabasco, and they would probably all defeat Batroc the Leaper. But that is not how we do that here. The way we
No,
do
sir.
this is I have a man by the name of William Hand. His debut was Green Lantern Volume 2, number 29, June 1964. He's known as Black Hand.
Good lord.
Base, Sector 666, Coast City. He is 5'7". He's kind of short, a little guy.
Yeah, he's a little fella.
165 pounds. He's just tiny. Brown eyes, black hair, powers and abilities. This man possesses the Black Power Ring.
Hell yeah, that's the death ring.
It is.
For those that don't know.
He can reanimate the dead and steal energy by killing victims and tearing out their hearts.
Fuck
I
yeah.
just need you to sit with that for a second. His allies are Necron. His enemies are Green Lantern, specifically Hal Jordan, and the Green Lantern Corps. William Hand was raised in a funeral parlor and was obsessed
Jesus.
with death. Necron, Lord of the Unliving, chose the boy as
Good
his
God.
avatar. He whispered to him slowly, driving him insane. Hand killed his parents, took his own life, and was reborn as a Black Lantern. Soon, he commanded a vast army of the risen dead called the Black Lantern Corps. By the way, that's what was on this page when I asked about groups.
So he's the leader of the Black Lantern Corps?
Yes.
Holy fuck. The Black Lantern Corps is my favorite, and I didn't even know who their leader was.
Yep.
They're my favorite corps.
I'm between black and red. Which
I mean, I
I don't know
love
if
the
that
Rage
says something
Core.
about me or not, but I don't.
I mean, the Red Lanterns are fucking awesome, dude.
right.
They're so badass.
During Blackest Night, which is a story arc, by the way, the Green Lantern and other Corps fought Necron and the Black Lanterns as they tried to destroy the White Entity. Han was defeated and returned to life by the White Entity, taken in by the Indigo tribe. He then escaped and killed himself. A Black Power ring emerged from his body, and he was raised from the dead as a Black Lantern again. Seeking revenge, he replaced his own hand with that of Green Lantern Hal Jordan's dead father.
Oh my god.
Swearing to kill Jordan with his father's own hand. Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, this guy wins.
Oh man. This is just like a little tidbit. On the record, Black Hand may be one of the Green Lantern's most deadliest foes, but it wasn't always that way. The original Black Hand was a minor Green Lantern villain who would sometimes break the fourth wall and talk directly to the reader. Shortly before Hal Jordan's rebirth as Green Lantern, the Spectre, then Jordan, turned one of the villain's hands into coal dust as punishment when he tried to steal Hal's green power ring. Wow.
Interesting. Batroc wins.
all day. If you try to fight us on this, you're wrong.
I mean, all I'm saying, bro, is if Batroc gets like some kind of parkour type drop kick on the Black Hand, it's over, son. Just karate chopping.
How do you fight with that? How do you argue against that?
How do you fight a guy that could kill you in a different language?
How do you fight a guy that just jumps over you?
That is the most unfair fight that we have gone into.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
And we've had like a couple unfair fights.
I thought Johnny Sorrow was going to be bad. I was wrong. I was very wrong.
Yeah.
That one has been the worst.
God damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us. Yeah. It's been an interesting one. We got a lot of news from Marvel side, a lot of news from DC side. Obviously, I think you can tell which side the two of us lean towards. I am that Doug dude.
I'm Browns.
Thank you for joining us on Hero Hour. We will catch you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now.
Yep.
And for those of you that are interested in live streams, a lot of you already know that we stream on Facebook, but come September 5th, the both of us are moving over to YouTube full-time. Well, full-time, but we still have jobs.
Yeah.
Like we still work. But we are going over there permanently. There will be no more live streams or a lot of uploads. I mean, I'm going to dial back on even the uploads on Facebook as well.
Same.
We're just going to be full-blown YouTubers instead of Facebook gamers, man. Yeah. So if y'all are interested in that, my handle on YouTube is the same as on Facebook. It's Brones, but you will type in youtube.com/BronesYT, and Doug's is youtube.com/thatDougDude.
Will be.
So if y'all are interested in that, we play all kinds of video games, mostly Call of Duty, Fortnite. You know, we do some solo games by ourselves.
I got a big ass Lego to build. I might do that.
Yeah, you could always do that.
Yeah.
Could always do that for sure.
Yeah.
I might actually buy the Thanos glove and build it on stream.
Do it. That one's going to take me a minute.
Yeah, that'll be multiple streams.
That's a big bitch.
It is. That's a big ass tumbler, bro. Where are you going to put it?
I still got to put my Lego bus up. That's been assembled. I got nowhere. I'll find somewhere to put it.
Hell yeah.
All right,
I'll
everybody.
I'll put a drawer, or not a drawer, but like a
Shelf.
shelf right here with the gauntlet right there, bro.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fucking fire. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This stream this episode will be available on Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Facebook. Y'all are amazing. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we will catch you 2 weeks from now. Later.